boys and girls? Welcome back to another series of My Team. I believe this is episode 16. I know I've been MIA for a very long time. We haven't done this in probably more than 2 months now since my last video for this My Team. I'm still in Division 6 or Tier 6. And nothing has really changed much. I just decided to focus more on the Association series as well as my Dragon Age series. If you haven't checked that video out, please do so. And yeah, as you just saw, I just sold a David Lee here. We will be revamping our team. See who we get here. We get the 98 Dennis Rodman, which is not a bad pickup, but not a player I want to use for my team at this point. So we'll just ignore poor Dennis for now. Our standard lineup will include Stockton, Johnson, Jefferson, Duncan, and Noah. We also have Marc Gasol at the 6-man position. Looking at our opponent right now, we're up against Will Bynum, Donald Sloan, Danny Granger, Lavoy Allen, Pedro Antich, and I think they have Kevin Durant as well. Please pardon the lag. I wasn't sure if KD was put at the 3 or the 4 spot, but presumably he will start for us today for the enemy team, for B. Schneider. So right off the get-go, we do give up a open jump shot, but hopefully that will change. Right now, we will stick with our play style. We're going to pound the paint similar to the Grizzlies in real life. We're going to pound the paint to Duncan and perhaps switch it up here. A good pump fake by Channing Frye. I believe that's Channing Frye at least. And on the wings, we will try to get off some shots with Joe Johnson as well. But the pick and roll will be our bread and butter offense here. And as again, right there, you see he got a little bit lost on that pick and roll here. I believe that's Kevin Durant. Yep. I thought that was good defense, trying to keep him out of the paint as far as I can. Definite mismatch there. Luckily, KD doesn't have much of a post game to start with. If he did end up, developing one, he would pretty much be unstoppable with that size and length, or sorry, height and length, not so much size really. You see here vintage Tim Duncan with that bank shot, elbow bank shot. So if you have not watched any of my Team series, what I typically do for the first quarter, again, good pump fake by Channing Frye right there. So what I typically do is I try to feel out my opponents in the first quarter. I try to keep it close. Typically, I won't have a lead in the first quarter. I'll have we'll probably be tied, or I might be down by maybe like 4 or 5 points to start typically. Defensively, I try to slow the pace down. Offensively, I try to slow the pace down unless I have a clear advantage on the fast break. If they're a bit too aggressive on the boards, on the offensive boards for them, I try to punish them using my wings. Now, my wings are not super athletic, but they're capable. Stockton is pretty quick. Joe Johnson is not a slouch either. RJ is okay as well. So I do end up missing that layup, but it was a good look, and I can't really complain with that attempt, really. My shots are not falling with Stockton for the 3, but we are keeping it close once again. Can throw the ball inside, especially when we have Gasol and Duncan on the floor. It gives me a lot of versatility. They really have to collapse the paint, maybe put 3 guys, maybe even 4 defenders in the paint to try to Try to box me out and stop that. And we just gave up an open dunk right there to Antic. Here, should have switched. Icon switched players to Noah, boxed out Antic, and really secured that rebound. Because we are playing, well, if you're playing my team, you're pretty much stuck at 6-minute quarters. Every bucket, every possession, every rebound is very, very important. Even early in the game, every possession you have to value as much as you can. If you're on the offense, you try to get the best look possible. Try to get an effective shot off and try to punish your opponents that way. Defensively, you just gotta try to slow him down and secure that defensive rebound as he just charge cheeses me right there. I do fall for those quite often, at least once or twice a game. So right there, Lucas misses that 3, but it's actually a very good look. I don't know what happened there, but basically what happened was I was backing down, but then he backed away from me, so I ended up backing up nobody, and it's pretty much a quick turn dunk right there. So I would prefer to have a much more athletic small forward to help defensively. The ideal pickup would be Kawhi Leonard, but it's highly unlikely, and as you guys know how bad my luck is with this game, it's probably not going to happen with that pickup. But I do believe with a Leonard on my team, I think defensively I'm much more safe and I can match up a lot better against those type of opponents here. Got really lucky, could have been blocked on that layup, which is why pump fakes come into play. Pump fakes are very, very important here. Well, that time he pump faked a little too much, but that's okay. So I see the mismatch down here. They're going to send a double team, triple team. We're going to go up anyways because we're so close to the net. So right now, he's shooting about 60%. I'm shooting, I would say, close to maybe like 68, 70% right now. So far, so good. We really need to jump on their three-point shooters, jump on them early, and box out Antic because he is killing us on the board right now. I'm very surprised. I typically don't play Atlanta, even in quick matches, so statistically, I don't know what Antic can do, but he is definitely a very tall man, to say the least. Alright, so he does manage to pick us off or force us to pick up a dribble. Good entry pass to Duncan, and that's an easy layup again. I'm going to try to run some pick and rolls here, but that's denied. We'll post them up this time anyways. They do not double, or they double very, very late in that scenario, so I have to go up. We do have a small lead here, so have to try to run them off the three-point line, but again, that's maybe a good 2-3 feet away from the arc, so we can live with that. Ooh. Now that could have been a continuation play very easily, but luckily it wasn't because that's definitely on the ground. One of the main weaknesses of this of my team right now is if they utilize a stretch four like a Rashard Lewis or a Thaddeus Young, they can easily expose Tim Duncan's defense because I'm not very fast and I can't really do much from there. But probably shouldn't have done that with Noah, but it's fine. Great block by Joe Johnson. Very clean block. I'm trying to push. Looks like they want to collapse the middle like you should, but that gives a open 3 to RJ. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with knocking that down. Ooh. Animation-wise, Gasol should not have done that. I mean, should have went up for a one-hand or two-hand dunk, avoiding that block. Could have been easily avoided. Should have went up strong. He's playing me a little bit tight now. Now, Joe Johnson's handle's not very good in this game. I think it actually went down compared to 2K14, if I'm not mistaken. So have to be very careful. I am noticing a lot of turnovers when they do full court presses on Joe Johnson. So if you do have Joe Johnson on your team right now, be very careful, especially if they're to run, if your opponents were to run a 2-point guard rotation. They can easily pick your team apart, really. And a lot of guys like to go for reaches too, so they always want to go for the steal. They want to play the passing lanes. They want to defend dangerously, so, or I guess over aggressively, perhaps maybe not dangerously, but yeah. You can see I'm having a lot of trouble defending the fast break against somewhat athletic wings here. I'm doing it blocked again, but that's fine. It's still our ball. We'll keep it for now. But yeah, if they have like a James Harden or any top tier wings, there's really not much I can do. Good block again, but there's really not much I can do in the fast break, especially on a 2-on-2 situation. I really have to either foul on the ground or hope that they miss a contested layup, basically. You see a semi-trap here, so he's going for the steal again. He's not playing too tight on Lucas, though, so I was able to get the shot or the pass off, and Roberson nails it down. I think Roberson is very, very underrated in this game. Defensively, he will do the job. Ooh, well, I guess unlucky there, but we do go to 3 again. But good rebound by Noah. So I think I'm actually going to start Roberson probably in the future. If I can't find a decent replacement for RJ, because I am having a lot of trouble defending the threes, so that could very well change for me. Late contest, but doesn't matter. We deal with the double box out, and it's a pretty good pass, I must admit. Pretty good pass off to Gasol again. He's great for these, drive and dump offs, man. These are great passes to Gasol. He's a pretty good finisher as well. Great rebounder, but not very mobile. But again, he can play position defense. Position defense and post defense. So the only thing I have to watch out for is fast breaks, really. Alright, so we're going to take it ourselves. So that's a wrap for this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on our videos. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks a lot.